I'm back out here in the garage again, working on this Cadillac. See all the plug wires laid upside. So, I wanted to change this thermostat and the gasket, which required first pull all the spark plug wires off this side, lay them over that side because they went right across the top of this AC compressor. Next thing I had to do was move the AC compressor out of the way. This piece on the side of the compressor prevents you from getting to this bolt here. Look at this vacuum line that lays underneath there. It doesn't fit very tight. Actually, it came off when I moved the compressor. So, I think, while I have it like this, I'm going to get some vacuum line and replace some of these old dried up vacuum hoses. Some of them are pretty tight, some of them are kind of dried up. What the heck is that thing? Is like, it's an old plastic wire holder that's melted to the freaking heat riser port in the intake. It's cool. So we'll get this water neck off and get this thermostat and gasket replaced. These Cadillacs are fun. First I had to loosen the power steering pump to get the belt off the power steering, to get the belt off the AC. And there's no adjustment on the AC compressor, only the power steering pump. Interesting. Alright, well, let's get after it. I get the water outlet off. It looks pretty rusty. Look at that. I mean, I scraped a lot of the stuff off. It was all covered in oil and chunky rust. I'm going to take it in the other building and put it through the blast cabinet and see what happens, because it looks like there's signs that it may be pitted right through. So if it is, we'll see if we can't order a new one. Well, there's the thermostat. It was stuck open. So I won't be able to get much heat in this car. I can't even close it. Yeah, this is why we do this stuff. This is why we go through the pains moving that AC compressor to do this. This guy, even after the heater core got replaced and everything, he still wouldn't have been happy, because there wouldn't have been much heat. We'll put this through the sandblast cabinet and see what we come out with. There it is, fresh out of the blast cabinet. I mean, it's not 100%, but I don't see it where it would be leaking through. So I'm going to put some paint on it and put it back in. And it'll last for quite a while longer. I don't know. This was the spot that I was kind of concerned about. But I think it's okay. I don't see anything coming all the way through. Well, clean it up, paint it up, put it back in. Well, there you have it. Thermostat's all replaced. New gasket. Put some primer and some paint on that housing. Better than it was before. I replaced the fuel filter in here while I had some access with that compressor out of the way. So right now I'm going to set the compressor back down in here. I really want to get a new upper hose, but being July 4th, the parts store in town's closed. So I'm going to set this compressor back in and work on cap, rotor, plugs and wires for this thing. I guess I never realized that Cadillac is like the opposite of a Chevrolet. 1357's over here, 2468's over here, and Cadillac is just off a little bit where this is the leading cylinder, and as always the leading cylinder is number 1. So yeah, the things you learn. But this is why we look stuff up. And look at that firing order. 1563427 It's unlike anything. It's like nothing I've ever heard before. Distributor rotor spins clockwise. It's crazy. But that's a 500-inch Cadillac. I got the cap and rotor off. There's some crud in the cap. Oh, look at that one right there. Wow. That's not good. Look at all that buildup on it. Well, this is why we're replacing it. We have a new cap. We have a new rotor also. But what I wanted to see was, I don't know if you can see it, there's some arcing down in here, some blackness. So in the past I've seen where, you know, where that tab has a hole burned through it, it'll cause a misfire. But also if you look on the back side, it's all discolored around here. And I've actually seen these before where the car wouldn't start. There was no spark, but there was actually a hole burned right through this. You couldn't really see it, but there was a hole burned right through, and it was shorted right out to ground here. And this one, it looks like over here, this is like kind of, is that where it was burning? Could be. What it looks like over here is getting ready to burn through. And this would have not been a good day. Also, you got to keep an eye on these wires. I've seen these wires broke off from that pickup coil in there. That's another fun deal. Trying to get the distributor out that hasn't been out in years, just to change that pickup coil. So we're going to put a new rotor on this, put a new cap on it, start putting some new wires in. I pulled one of those spark plugs, looks like they're brand new, so we're probably going to end up leaving those. But yep, that rotor wasn't long for this world. Cap and rotor's all installed. New set of plug wires. These were a pre-made set, so of course a lot of them were too long, but I keep this stuff on hand all the time, so I shorten them up. These things are awesome. The best thing for making plug wires. But I always keep these. So I shortened a bunch of them up, made it look a lot better. Make it look a lot neater. Now that's the thing with pre-made wire sets. They're close, very close, but I just like it a little bit neater. So, on to the next thing.